Hey everyone, Summer with the Starry Ascend, and I'm going to mix day 22 and day 23 together for the 13 Nights of Samhain. And this is where I'm going to show off my altar and talk about the kind of connections and spirits I work with. So, you've seen a lot of the stuff that's on my altar. Like, honestly, like this is a witch, and she's like my protection spirit. She's handmade from another polymer clay artist that I follow. Her name's Karen Baker. This is my house brownie. She, like I said, you guys know her. She's always here. She's always on my altar. She's one of the connections that I make. And I actually strengthened that connection already by doing like a little like kind of witch's ladder. I did this a little bit ago. I even did a video on it here like a week or so ago about connecting to the trees outside in nature. And these little dangles, I cut some pieces off and they're hanging out with the trees that are outside so that they're connected inside and outside. They're not tied together, like they're not bound to me, but they are like that physical connection that I have. And then I'll show you just like my whole altar now so that you can actually see it. I gotta back up a little bit. I'm very short, so this is actually almost chest high to me, even though it's not to other people. So this is what the whole altar looks like, okay? Now, when I connect during Samhain, I like to bring in, like the pumpkins and the skulls and stuff like that. And I've got little fairies here that just represent the season. This is my fairy altar offering. It's like a mini one. It's got the little wishing stone. It's got a gnome bell. It's got a little feather, some crystal, and a stone that my husband found. And in here, I put like moon water or fresh water in here or storm water, whatever it is, as part of my Fae offering. And this plate is where I do my monthly Fae offering because they would like monthly offering of handmade bread. So I put bread on this every single month and I hand make it on my own. This is one of the wands that I made. That's my dragon, that's protection. Just another fairy jar. This is my fairy talisman that I made. This right here is actually not going to stay on my altar. It's currently just hanging out on my altar because I handmade this for an event coming up on Friday, actually, in Facebook. I will leave a link down in the description because this will go up for sale. But I like putting it on my altar to kind of like charge it. And I handmade all the pieces for this. Isn't it absolutely awesome? It's for a gothic theme in a group called Eclectic Market on Facebook. And guess what? Oh, hopefully I could do this one-handed. Oh my gosh, can I? I think I can. Ah, yay, I can. Okay. It will hold a mini tarot deck. I have the Crow Tarot in here because that's one of the ones I'm working with. And I was like, oh my gosh, would it fit? It does. It holds a mini deck inside there. But it is just beautiful. I absolutely just adore it. And I think it's perfect for, this season, sitting, just hanging out on my altar. And I like the way it looks on my altar. Something I forgot to show you with this, that most of my witch hats, you can actually put a tarot card on and it'll hold it up. And this one's no different. Like, it definitely will hold like the card of the day or the card of the week that you're working with. So I just wanted to like jump in and show you that because I totally spaced earlier. And then back here, I've got this really pretty crystal, spirit quartz, that I love. I love spirit quartz. And just, like a way to see the Fae through the natural holes and some, I don't know, like feathers and sticks and stuff. And then I have other crystals just like hanging out. And then over here on this side is more like, this is my ancestor side of the altar. Like, this is not always here. It's only here during this season. The skull that my husband found for me is, I do believe this is either an eagle skull or a crow skull. I'm not sure which. But it's always on my altar. I found this little witch at the last event that I did. She is so amazing. I freaking love her. And I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to put her on my altar for Samhain. And then, of course, ancestor stuff. This is my ancestor offering, which I offer vodka. My mom collected seahorses, unicorns. She raised seahorses, so I have a seahorse for her. Her name was Marlene. That's her actual belt buckle that she used to wear. And these are my ancestor cards that I handmade, which you guys have seen. And this is part of my ancestor work, is this little skull guy here. He is Moonstone, and he's so amazing. But that's how I connect, I guess, ancestor-wise, is just drawing that kind of energy in. That is a, this one is a spell for my dog Deuce, just to keep him safe. And that's where I keep my moon water. And then over here is like, I have my fairy charms in here, which is how one of the ways that I work with the fae. And I have the fairy pendulum that I use basically just for fairy work. It's so pretty. I haven't seen a pendulum like this in a long time. I saw it once, I bought it, and then I've never seen them again. But I've got all sorts of just odd fairy like charms that are in here that I use for different things, like pulling out different energies to work with the fae and whatnot. But mainly that's what I work with, is just my mom. For an ancestor altar. I don't do anything special. I don't reach out to anybody special. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. And then I just like working with my altar for fairy offerings, and I'll offer fae stuff or ancestor stuff anytime like I need to reach out. So for instance, the night before, my husband actually got his elk, because he's been out elk hunting, him, my dad, and my brother. I put water out for the fae to hopefully connect them with the land that they were hunting on, to reach out so that he can help support our family. And, you know, all the family. It's not just me, but it's like my grandma, because we give her meat, and his parents and stuff like that. And I reached out to ancestors to help draw that ancestor spirit work in. And it's the first time I've ever done that. And he got his elk the next day. So did my dad, and so did my brother. How crazy is that? So it's pretty cool. But yeah, so this is my working altar. I change it seasonally pretty much. Like I will change it again later in November for just like a thankful thing. It'll be more gratitude based with fae work and stuff like that on it. So yeah, that's what I have. Oh yeah, this was handmade by another artist. She's a wire worker, Jackie, and I just love it. And I kept it on here, even though it's not exactly October theme. I just like the colorings, and it fits in well with my aesthetic. And I just always keep this moon one on here because I'm very much a moon orientated person. And then these pictures are so pretty. They shine. That one has a moon in it. That one has a moon in it, and that one doesn't. That one's more like spring, but I never take these off. Those are always on my altar. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and hearing what I work with. I don't do a whole lot because I'm just not into working with a lot of spirits. I'm afraid of them, so I don't. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a very great day.